I'm here for my people that truly want better for themselves. Hello, my beautiful people. Okay, let me get a little comfortable. Hold on. Hello, my beautiful people. It's your girl, Kyle Shay, whatever you want to say, and I am back with another video. And y'all, this drink, she doing something for me, okay? She's really doing something for me today. So really quickly, so if you guys don't know, I do have a podcast called Fair Thoughts, the podcast. And so I really was trying to combine the two. So this Cheers to That episode will be combined with my podcast. So you guys can hear my podcast episodes. And then also too, you can tap in right here on YouTube if you want to see the girls for like real on FaceTime or whatever the case is. I'm so excited for today's topic because I feel like for me mainly, at one point I felt like I was not doing enough, and then I also felt like I was overwhelmed, and then sometimes you just feel very much blah or like very hectic. So if you ever felt like any of those, this is the video for you. So let's just see how this goes, and if so, I must just start combining my Cheers to That with the podcast and keep it pushing, okay? We can kind of backtrack as to like how my days used to be, right? So then we can kind of see where you kind of fit in and what you need to touch on or whatever the case may be. But for me, I used to feel like I was just so overwhelmed and I was just doing so much and it wasn't really, I was busy, okay? So there's a difference between being busy and being productive. And I feel like I was just always busy and I really couldn't do fully everything that I wanted to do. Like, and I'm talking about so last year is what we're talking about, and probably, the years before then. Last year, like I really wasn't working out like how I am now because I didn't have the time. I didn't make the time to do so. I'm not gonna say I didn't have the time. I just didn't make the time to do so. You know what I mean? So I always feel like there is a way that it's always something you can do. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of the times people try to focus too much on what they can't do or what's going wrong. So it's like you feel like you're just being stagnant, complaining, and things like that. And like I said, for example, last year, year before that, whatever the case is, when it came to like my fitness journey, I didn't have no journey. I didn't have no fitness journey whatsoever. And like, I was always wanting to go to the gym, but then I was like, it don't fit in my schedule. You can make a way, you know what I mean? It didn't fit in my schedule, and I didn't really try to fit it in my schedule because there was room for me to do certain things. So I feel like more so figuring out the first steps to building like a routine is figuring out more so what is it that you want to do? What is it that you would want to do in your schedule that you're not doing at the moment? So I was just saying, like, write those things down, and I'm really big on writing your ideal perfect day. Nothing's perfect, so take that with a grain of salt. But what is your ideal day? Like what time you want to wake up? What do you want to do in the morning? Whatever the case is. So like kind of write it down as to what your ideal day is so that now when it comes to you trying to build structure and things like that, you know what you're building around. So for example, say you want to wake up at 6 a.m. to start your day. Cool. Put that in your journal, your notes, wherever you're writing this down at. Put down what time you want to wake up. What do you want to do when you first wake up? And you can get into detail, really get into detail. Like for me, lately I've started not being on my phone. So like, do you not want to be on your phone for like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever, or just until you finally get up and get yourself together? Because I do know our phones are a big distraction. And so if you want to get up in the morning, set it where you don't touch your phone until you go in the bathroom, brush your teeth, wash your face, throw on some clothes, drink some water, whatever it is you got to do. If you have dogs, walk them first, and then you can get on your phone. Kind of just, this is discipline. You have to tell yourself what you need to do. And for me, I wanted to get up early. So 2 years ago, I started getting up at like 5 a.m. And then for some reason, at the end of last year, my body just doesn't get up at 5 a.m. anymore. Like, I don't use alarms. If you guys are like me and we don't use alarms, let me know. Because people be like, you don't use an alarm? I'm like, no, my body just naturally gets up at a certain time. I don't know. I think I get anxiety, or not even anxiety. I get overstimulated when I hear an alarm. I hate hearing alarms. So I don't have one. My body just naturally gets up and you're building a routine for yourself, so your body's naturally starting to understand what's going on. I felt like that's what it was for me. And I'm not no scientist, I'm not no doctor, I'm not no health specialist. I'm just saying what works for me. Like, I can motivate myself, like the visions that God has given me, I get excited about it. So it's like, let me get up, let me go do this or whatever. And so say you want to start walking in the morning, or if you put it in your schedule like in the evening once the sun goes down or whatever. I really recommend putting a walk in your day somewhere, somehow, if possible. So that means you gotta wake up earlier to fit that walk in, or if you're gonna stay up a little bit later, or kind of get off your phone and go for a walk. I started walking every day, and y'all, I can't even tell you how it makes me feel. Like yesterday and today, I went on a 5-mile walk. And it was no problem. So let me tell you, I did build myself up to that. I was always doing 3 miles. So once I was like, I can do 3 miles, and I realized one day I got close to 4, I said, let me try to do 5. So yesterday I tried to do 5, and I did it, and I did it today, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So you have to build yourself up to a nice routine. You can't just say, or you literally, I feel like it's too much. If you try to wake up one day and try to say, I'm gonna be a 5 a.m. girly, you get up at 4:45 to start your day, and try to do everything that's on your ideal perfect day list, you will be tired because you're trying to do everything all at once. And so, like, I would recommend you doing different things each day to try to build up that routine that you're trying to create. Because if you're gonna try to do this all in one day, no ma'am. No ma'am. You're gonna be tired, you're gonna feel overwhelmed, and you're not gonna do it again the next day. So, for example, if you would like to, let me get some drink, hold on. And I'm sorry to my podcast listeners if y'all hearing me like slurp a little something. We got our drinks, y'all, so make sure I get y'all drinks too. But like, so say for example, so that you're not overwhelming yourself and getting discouraged. Let's say you did want to start doing walks. You can do 1 mile or 2 miles just to start off with, and start doing that part daily, because that's just something, you know, quick, fast, 1 mile really quickly just to go outside, or treadmill, whatever the case is. But honestly, I recommend going outside. I could never probably do 5 miles on a treadmill. I feel like I would probably be so bored and just feel like Squidward on that one SpongeBob episode. I need something to do. I need some scenery. Besides looking out the window, I need something else. You know what I mean? So go for a walk, okay? And I really do believe, like, not starting your morning without touching your phone. That's something you can do daily. Like, you can do it every time. You know, you can add that in there. It's nothing like detrimental to your life. Stop touching your phone as soon as you wake up. And I know y'all hear it all the time. But once you start doing it, you'll understand why. Because like before, like if I hopped on Twitter, I hopped on Instagram, I hopped on TikTok, I'm consuming so much so early in the morning, and it's kind of alter how my day is gonna be. Like my mind is kind of thinking about like whatever somebody had tweeted and I probably didn't like it, or it's just you're putting too much into your space too early in the morning. So be to yourself in the morning. If you want to read a Bible verse, if you want to read your devotionals, if you want to play music, you can do that. But to literally scroll and consume so much early in the morning, no. And it can kind of, you know, discourage you sometimes, because I know many people, I'm going to talk about this in another video because I have a full topic about it, but I feel like a lot of people like to compare themselves so much. So it's like you're getting discouraged early in the morning. Now you don't really feel motivated to do anything and start your day. Like, no. Structure your mornings to be a little bit more about you. Each day, make your mornings about you. And if you have children, you can still make it about you. You need to be good for your kids. And like, I feel like I saw this on Twitter, and it was so funny because I feel like some people just don't think past the surface level. Because like the one girl had said, like, you got to put yourself first. I can't remember exactly the word choices she had used, and I saw it maybe a week or two ago, so you know that's long gone. I didn't screenshot it, but she was just along the lines of just saying, like, you know, you got to put yourself first, like as a parent, because how are you going to take care of your kids if you ain't taking care of yourself? Like if you're literally down here, You need the energy, you need the health to take care of your kids, so you need to take care of yourself. So if you need to wake up a little bit earlier before your kids to get yourself together, to put yourself in a good space, good mind space, I would recommend that. Because if it's like it's too much, if you get overstimulated, the kids running around, it's too early, you gotta take them to school, whatever the case may be, you gotta feed them. Give yourself some time before you tend to everybody else. Like if you're a wife or whatever, whatever you have going on, tend to yourself first, and everyone else will come. And then you can deal with everyone else. You can't try to take on everything and you're not here. Like you can't try to like help other people, and this is in general, like you can't help other people when your energy and your mindset is just not there. You know what I mean? So I would recommend in the morning time, set some time for yourself. This is about you. And do what you can. That's just what I'm really big on, is always doing what you can and not focusing on what you can't do, because there's nothing we can change right now. So let's focus on what we can. So like I said, if you have kids, people will be like, oh, I don't really have time, or I can't do this and this. What can we do? And sit and really think, because there's always something we can do. Will this be me having to get up a little bit earlier so that I can have a little bit of me time, play a little gospel music, play a podcast in the morning, wash my face, brush my teeth, do a little stretching, just something, and then I can go tend to everybody else. Put yourself first. And this is not even in a selfish way. I'm not saying that at all in a selfish way. I'm saying it because you need it, okay? So also too, I always like to tell people that I learned this. I like to tell people, for me, when I plan out my days in the morning, I have a needs and a wants list, and I'm gonna do like maybe the same amount of the needs that I do is the same amount of wants I'm gonna do, if that makes sense. So this is like just an imaginary list in my head. I don't really write it down, but I mean, you can write it down as well if you want to. But so say I had 4 things I needed to do, and then 4 things I wanted to do, right? Throughout your day, so that it's actually productive and not busy, and then it's not also useless. You didn't do anything at all. The way to avoid both ends of the spectrum to be productive, I like to do half and half. So like, say I need to have my one-on-one session, I need to send out emails, and I need to edit, right? And I need to film some TikToks. Those are 4 things I need to do. My wants, I want to watch my TV series, I want to go get a crab boil, I want to sit by the pool, and maybe what's another one? I want to go out to happy hour, right? So I have 4 and 4. So I made sure I did my, say I did 3 of those things, I'm gonna make sure I can do 3 of the others. But I'm gonna always do the needs first. Don't try to do your wants first. That's like a reward at the end of the day. Reward yourself. This is discipline. So this is building structure for your day, and then the discipline is you getting the things that you need to be getting done, and then you can go, do the fun things or things you want to do. Because you can't, sometimes I feel like we give ourselves too much grace, if that makes sense. Like too many downtimes, like too many chill days. At some point you really do have to get up and do what you can do, because nothing's gonna get done. Like I'm all for having a nice good chill day, relaxing day. Like I might take one tomorrow, it's Friday, I might take one tomorrow. But I really do believe we need to be doing all that we can and rewarding ourselves at the end. Like I don't believe in overworking yourself and then all you do is go back and go to bed after that. If you want some ice cream or get some frozen yogurt, you want to go get tacos, make time to do that. Because if you have the rewards at the end of the day, it's going to motivate you to get through your day, because you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to happy hour, or I'm gonna go get some tacos, I'm gonna go do this, versus you're like, how's that to do this work? Because I'm gonna just, feed the kids, go to bed. It's not really something you're looking forward to. You know what I mean? Like there is so much power in structure and discipline and routine. I truly stand on that. Like, especially if you have kids, have some structure in your house so that you can control what's going on. You feel good. You're fine. You can take on the day, honey. Okay? Because, and that's what just anything. Like if you are a business owner, have some structure, build some systems. Okay? Like you got to do something to make it easier for you. It's a lot going on. The world is whirling right now, but what can you do to build structure in your life so that it's easier for you to maintain and get through your days. Because listen, like I said, at one point I felt like I was either not doing enough or I was doing too much. It was never like a balance. Balance is key for anything, whatever's going on. It's just always good to try to have a balance. So like I said, sit down and plan out your ideal day. What is it that you want to be doing? And then each day moving forward, we're going to implement different things into your day so that you can see like, okay, yeah, I like doing this. And try different things out. Like I'm so big on just, pivoting and trying different things. If you want to start going to, after you do a workout class, we're going to acai bowl. Just feel good about your day. This is the part where I feel like not even being fully delusional, but like this is where I want you to feel good about your day. Talk to yourself like you're having the ideal perfect day that you were talking about until you manifest it to become true. Like all the things that you envision for yourself or whatever the case is, it's obtainable. It's just the fact that we focus so much on what's going wrong or I can't do this and it's time to focus on what you can do. So like I said, you have to wake up earlier. You have to delegate time and move stuff around and make a schedule so that you can have time to have a 20-minute workout session, or if you want to go for a walk, or if you want to go hang with friends, or if you have to do some paperwork, or if you have to ship off some orders. Have the discipline to know what you need to get done so that you can move on. Stop being like, okay, I did enough work for the day, and you only did about one thing. Like that's why I said I feel like sometimes we give ourselves too much grace, because I will have too many chill days. I'm like, dang, I'm missing out. I could have been doing this, and this. Have like maybe a day or two to yourself if need be, if possible, if you can. And if not, if it's an hour in the day, if it's 2 hours, make that the best 2 hours of your life, okay? Like just give yourself something to look forward to, because having a routine, I think sometimes people may think it's like a boring thing. Like me, for a routine, I switch it up a little bit. Switch it up. Like for me, I'll wake up early in the morning, go for a walk. Or if I don't go for a walk that day, I'm gonna go to a workout class. If I don't go to a workout class that day, I'm probably editing or something. Or I may go to the gym. Like I just know that fitness needs to somewhere fit up in that schedule. Don't know what's going on, but something of that sort going to fit up in that schedule. And I tried different workout classes. I use Classpass, and I do have right now, I'm gonna put the link down in the description box. They do have like a month free right now, so grab it while you can, because at first it was like 2 weeks at first, and now it's a whole month, okay? Down below, Classpass, and it's great for different workout classes. You get to meet people, mingle, socialize. They have facials, nails. Of course, those are a little bit more for the points, but I feel like it's way cheaper to have Classpass than to sign up with that specific workout place, because you're paying for just one thing versus you're paying monthly to get access to everything. You know what I mean? So I enjoy using Classpass. That's my girl. I always just use Classpass. I've been trying so many different classes out. I just enjoy it. But that's like how I start my morning. I come back in the house, I'll drink my detox tea, read my devotional, or write my journal, and or both. Then I'll take a shower, then I'll make something to eat, then I'll do what I need to do for the day. Like I like to have a structure in my life, because if not, I will go crazy. And like also too, I'll maybe leave a little space in between just in case somebody said you want to go do something, or I'll ask them the day before, like, hey, do you want to come out and do this tomorrow? Or I'll ask them on Monday, but hey, what you doing for this weekend? So I can know how my schedule is about to be. And like a lot of my friends know that about me. I'm very organized. And I'm not like strict about it. I just know what I want to do or what I got to do. So if I'm not done whatever I said I need to do, hey, I got you tomorrow, or hey, we're gonna do a rain check, this, and this, I didn't get to finish, cool. But like also too, if you need to rest and you make plans with somebody, sometimes you gotta just tell them, hey girl, I had a long day, I'm gonna have to reschedule with you, but don't do it an hour before. Let them know in a little bit in advance, like maybe like 2-3 hours, like, hey girl, because I already be knowing, like I just know, like say I'm gonna need a nap, I know that about me. So I'm gonna tell them in advance, like, hey, I've had a long morning, I'm gonna have to take a nap. If you wanna go out later, we can, or we can go another day, let me know. Like, communicating is so important as well. And I feel like that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. But knowing that you want to change your day-to-day life, it's such a eye-opening situation, because it's like, wow, it's just a wow moment, I feel like, because now me looking back at my old scheduling and how my life was, or whatever the case was, I'm like, I really could have been working that a long time ago, or I could have been doing this. So it's like, but now I'm glad I'm doing it. So it's just like, starting today, make that ideal perfect day, make a list of what it is that you would like for, make a fake schedule if you want to, so you can keep looking back at it. I would say, like, get on the calendar app, get a little to-do list or whatever app, and make a fake day and see what you can implement in your day and what you can really do in the real world. Like, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk this morning. Go grocery shopping in the morning after I go for a walk. I'm gonna start eating salads. I'm gonna start getting smoothies. What are you gonna start doing? And making sure you're executing that. Okay, like, I'm really big on, I'm here for my people that truly want better for themselves. Like, I'm really big on execution. A lot of times people will, just take in things but never really implement it into their life. And granted, I'm not saying like certain things are instant, but y'all can really just make a list today. Y'all can make a fake schedule today and plan out your ideal day. Like, what is your ideal perfect day to you? And it's, everything in life is very subjective. And so, not everybody's list is gonna be the same. Some people probably wanna have an open 2 hours on their schedule. You know what I mean? Like, create a schedule that fits the person that you're trying to become. I'm a whole new person. Y'all do not understand. Well, some people do. If you've been watching me for a while, like, or just in general, you just watch me grow and evolve. And listen, we are growing, like, we are evolving. And don't waste your good days thinking about what you could have done or what you should have done and what you can't do. These are all negative words that I really don't like using, or I really don't like focusing on. Like, I'm always big on what can I do? What can I do to get to where I'm trying to go? You can't expect things just to change for you without you doing the work. And people, I don't know, like, and like for me, every day I know that I did what I could. And that's like, even though dealing with a customer or whatever the case is, I know I did what I could. So once you understand and once you experience it, I think, because like I said, it's such an eye-opener when you be like, wow, this is what it feels like to have structure. This is what it feels like to have a routine. You'll just get so much more done. You know what I mean? So like having, like I said, the list of things that you need to do and things you want to do. Oh, okay, I don't know. I just get like such a great energy. I just get such great energy, or something just comes over me when I just get excited about like people really just tuning into their true self and actually caring about themselves. Like, I'm just so big on putting yourself first, and I love to see people evolve and just flourish when they pour more into themselves and, just have more faith that things will work out. Because yes, what we seeing sometimes, it ain't looking too sweet. I understand. But I know that greater and better things are ahead of me as long as I'm doing what I can. I cannot sit here and mope around and be miserable and expect my energy to change and expect my life to change and expect anything around me to change when I'm not changing or doing anything I can to make some change happen. I'm just so big on I'm just gonna get a tattoo and put it on my forehead. Doing what I can. Because when people see you putting in effort of doing what you can, you attract so much more. Like, put in the effort to make yourself better. Put in the effort to create the lifestyle you want. Put in the effort for that relationship. Put in the effort for being able to improve your credit. Your credit's not going to increase or go up or anything if you aren't doing anything to change it. You get what I'm saying? We gotta do in order to receive. So whatever you're pouring into, whatever you got going on, is what you're going to get in return. If you're not pouring a lot into your life or not a lot into your business, you're only going to get the bare minimum. You're only going to get whatever you're giving. And that's with friendships, relationships with your partner, schoolwork, whatever, working at a job, whatever you're pouring in is all that you're going to get in return. So if you're going to, having that mindset in mind will probably help you get a lot further. Whatever I'm pouring into my content creation is what I'm going to get back out. If I'm only doing one video a month, I'm not going to get much back out. Stay consistent, okay? Have balance. Your routine will get you far. Having structure for your life overall, for having structure for yourself will get you far. People will respect you a lot more. I'm telling you, people will respect you a lot more when they see that you have you're disciplined, you have structure for yourself, you don't play no games, like you get straight to the point. You want to enjoy the life that God is giving you. People will see it. You will just give off this aura that you will motivate other people to want to have routines and be disciplined and things like that. Like yesterday when I went on a 5-mile walk, I said, now I'm about to start doing 5-mile walks at a time. I went today and I'm gonna go tomorrow. And I'm gonna continue to do 5 miles. I'm not gonna do nothing less than 5 miles unless I have something to do, or see if I have something to do. I'm gonna wake up a little bit earlier so that I can still do my 5 miles. Because listen, it's me against me. I don't know what else is going on, but me against me. I'm going to make myself proud. I'm going to love on myself as much as I can. Pour into everything that I'm doing. Pour into things that make me happy. You gotta be for you, and so that you can pour back into other people to give them what they need. You know what I mean? Like whatever, people will see it, people will get it, people will feel it from you. And like, when you're in a transitioning stage, and I'm gonna talk about that in another video. When you're in a transitioning stage, it's very hard, okay? I can't wait to talk about that one. But when you're in that, when you're shifting and your people are leaving you, you're losing things, you're becoming a new person, that is something else. That is something else. But I'm telling you, it is all for good reasons. We're all in the same boat of what's next. We're all in this boat together. Whatever you see somebody else doing, they're still wondering what's next. We're always wondering what's next. So we're all in that same boat, if you think about it, because somebody can be doing the most extravagant things or whatever. They probably like, okay, so what's next? You know? And so we're like, what's next? What's going on? What's next in our life? What is the next chapter? What's going to happen for us? We will see when we start doing what we can. Like, once I kind of let go of certain things before, like last year, like I was doing graphic design so much. I was overwhelming myself. I didn't really make time for anything else but that. I needed to start pouring more into myself and kind of like, letting go of little things. I'm big on letting go. If it's not serving you the same purpose that you thought it was going to, if you're not enjoying it anymore or whatever the case is, like for me, I love graphic design, but for me, it was becoming like a little bit overwhelming for me, and I didn't like having to deal with indecisive people, and it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot, but I had to let the service aspect of it go. So a lot of things, you gotta let go of things sometimes to open up doors for the next thing to come. So sit down and wonder, like, kind of, what do you feel like is holding you back? Like, are you wasting time trying to do this when you could be doing something else? And, it's not working. Like, you try many different things. Okay, let's try something else. What else can we do? What else can you make Can you make something shake? You get it? But I hope this inspired you guys to want to create a routine for yourself, build structure within your life, and like just stay disciplined. And like, you're gonna have some days where you don't want to do something. That is nobody but the devil telling you that you don't need to do anything today. The devil trying to tell you to literally sit there and be stagnant. Like I said, you have to have the good discernment to understand, like, yes, I need a break, y'all. My body, I did enough. But if you ain't even do nothing yet, or you just wake up in a bad mood, get up, okay? Just get yourself up. Put some water on your face. Just do something. Cut your mind off for a second. And I'm telling you, as a person that mind never cuts off, I have to silent real quick, just really quick, hurry up and just get up real fast, go in the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, woosah something, talk to myself, whatever you do to cope, to get yourself together, do that. And I'm telling you, a lot of the times when you feel lazy or you don't want to do anything, shake it up off you. So that's not you. That's not what you wanted to do for the day. That wasn't what you had planned to do, because you know when you want to take a break. That's when you know, you can feel it. But when you know you wanted to do something, or you're just in a bad mood now, it's like, no, let me continue. Let me go ahead and do what I gotta do. Push through. When you push through, you can reward yourself. That when you push through, there's a reward at the end. And I'm not really talking about literally at the end of the day, maybe at the end of the day, but when you push through to get yourself up and do what you can, I'm telling y'all, you will get so much further. And I'm speaking from experience with a lot of things that I talk about. I'm speaking from experience. I have my days where I don't feel like doing anything at all. But I get up and I push through, and I end up having a good day. You can turn your day around. You are in control of your own happiness. You control what's going on in regards to you being happy or not. Like, somebody can make you mad, of course, but are you gonna let them take your joy away? Are you gonna let them make you upset where your whole day is ruined? You are in control of your happiness, because also too, when you realize that so many people start having different impacts on how your day goes, you have no control over your life. There's no structure. You have nothing. Everybody else is controlling your day. Like, I have people that try to get smart with me. I have people that I have to deal with, or whatever. It may be a miscommunication, whatever. They're not going to ruin my day. I'm gonna acknowledge it, see what's going on. Okay, cool, feel my emotions. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna go get some seafood. I'm gonna go watch my TV series. I'm gonna go make some cookies. Like, I'm going to go do something to get myself together. I want to feel good. It's my day. It's my life. You get what I'm saying? So if you guys are excited about creating a routine for yourself, having a little bit more structure, and being disciplined, give me a little cheers to that in the comment section. And if you're on the podcast, y'all, share it on a story. Share it on your story so I can know that this is something that you're about to do. And also, I want to see, tag me when y'all make y'all planners. I want to see what your ideal day is. Like, you're gonna manifest it. I can't wait to see, like, when y'all be like, oh yeah, so I started doing walking, I started doing this, I made time for this, I'm able to do this and this and this. I got up early, or I went to bed a little early, or I was able to do. Make y'all day. It's literally your life. Like, I want people to understand that you are in control of your own life. It's yours. It's not mine. It's like much as my life isn't yours. Control your life. Have some structure in it. Whatever you pour into yourself is what people will see and what they'll give you. Like, whatever you pour into the world is what you get back. If you're not caring about yourself as much, or you're not pouring much into yourself, like, it shows. Like, people really, not saying like they'll disrespect you or be mean to you, but it's just like, oh yeah, hey. You know, it's just not really much. You're not giving off enough for yourself, okay? So I hope this video reached the right crowd. If you are tuning in on the podcast, make sure you guys are sharing the podcast with your friends. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you guys are sharing as well. And make sure you guys are subscribed. Have your post notifications on so y'all know when I post another video. But you guys, I am just so excited, because it's like, I don't know, I think I find joy in creating a life for yourself. And so, like, for me, like, I haven't really been vlogging for YouTube. I really like to do my sit down videos on here, but like my TikToks and my reels and things like that, I think I'm gonna bring them over to YouTube Shorts. But these are like my mini vlogs. Like, I'm living life, I'm creating the life I want to have, and it's not a quick snap. It takes some time to build the life you want to have. But make sure you guys are following me on, like, you know, the other platforms. Everything will be down in the description box so that you guys can see, like, I am making content still. I'm still living. I'm still doing this and this. And if you guys are also interested in a content session, I got y'all. I do have my one-on-one sessions, virtual and in person. Everything will be down below. But I will talk to you guys later in another video. And if you guys are tuning into the podcast, I will talk to you guys later on my next episode. So make sure you guys are staying in tune, in touch to what's going on. Okay? Toodles.